Right, this is the performance car yardstick. It's the BMW M3. You can use it every day, or you can take it to a track and it'll set your trousers on fire. A couple of things you might like to know. Obviously, you've got to avoid the sequential gearbox, which is rubbish and ruins the whole thing. And one other thing to avoid. Anyone want to guess? The colour. I mean, I won't have the red one, I won't have the blue one, I won't have the black. I'll have bile yellow. So you avoid that, you avoid the gearbox, and then really, you can't do better. Or can you?
This is the new Audi S4. It doesn't look like much, but they've put a V8 under the bonnet. A big one. 4.2 litres. They've given it more doors than the BMW and more grip in the shape of four-wheel drive. And then there's the price. At £36,000, it's £3,000 less than the M3. So this then is Audi's lump hammer, built to break BMW's nut. So, has it worked? Amazingly, despite all Audi's hard work in a simple straight-line race down our runway, this was the result. You see, although the Audi has 1,000 more cc's and 2 more cylinders, it only develops 1 more brake horsepower than the lighter BMW. But what happens when the road gets twisty? Being four-wheel drive, the Audi's the opposite of a barbecue. It's better when wet. But it's also very good in the dry. The handling is absolutely sublime. This is harnessed lunacy. But I still don't think it's as much fun as the unhinged M3.
That's the thing about the Audi. The engine is a masterpiece, it really is. And it's beautifully made and very safe. But in terms of sheer entertainment, it's like a dinner party. Civilised conversation, glass of wine, bit of Sade on the stereo. And the BMW, on the other hand, that's more like a 2 a.m. Ibiza beach barbecue.
So there you have it. The yob and the provincial solicitor.
Don't care what others say, I'm gonna love you anyway. They won't take my baby away.
So, the Audi is better value, it's more practical, and it's more grown up. The BMW is more of a hoot and in a straight line, quicker. But we do have one more test to do. We've got to see which is the fastest round our track. So that means breaking out the Stig, and that's a problem because he's been to Nashville for his holidays, and I'm afraid he's developed a penchant for country and western music. Yee-haw. Right, first up, the BMW. 343 horsepower rear-wheel drive, 160 kilograms lighter than the Audi. Not much can keep up with this. It's very tidy through the hammerhead. And that is seriously quick. Through the follow-through, the S4 will need to be pretty special to get close to this. And here is the Audi. Four-wheel drive, remember, and oh dear, what is the stick listening to?
Fire, the ring of fire.
Into Chicago, looking good so far. A little bit of understeer, but that's not really slowed him down. Now it's the Hammerhead. This is the real test for heavy cars like the S4. Will it run wide? No, he's kept it in check.
The ring of fire.
God. As he blasts into the follow-through. That is seriously quick car. Fantastic V8 engine. Almost as good as the BMWs. He's only got one more corner to go. It's Gambon. He's running very wide. And he's across the line in. Well, actually, we're going to have to do the BMW time first. That did it in 1 minute 31.8, quicker than an Esprit V8, which is impressive. However, the Audi S4, which we know is slower in a straight line, did it in 1 minute 30.9. That's nearly a second quicker. It's only just off the pace of the Murcielago.
And that's in the dry. What about the wet?
I know, actually, it's funny you should mention that. I was talking to a racing driver the other day who'd been out in a Lister Storm, which is a huge kind of Le Mans car, in a race, and it poured with rain. They sent out the safety car, which was an Audi RS4, the forerunner to this, and it was going round to bunch them all up. And the bloke in the Lister Storm got on the car to pit radio and said, "Can you slow him down? I can't keep up." They're very good in the wet, and now we find out they're very good in the dry as well.
So what are you going to have then, Jeremy?
No. I still maintain for one lap of a track, the M3 is the one I'd choose, but every day,
The Audi.
the Audi, both of us.